Recently, I've been watching Sell Sword Arts because this might surprise you to learn that I enjoy sword content. Sorry, you had to find out this way. I was watching some of their videos on reverse grip, and I have to say that those guys probably do more stuff with reverse grip than anybody else. I think at one point they even did like 6 months or a year or something specifically fighting in reverse grip to see if they had any techniques that could work. So they're the authority on reverse grip. Okay, but one of the things I love about that community is that community trolls them all the time, trying to get them to do reverse grip things. Apparently they haven't found a good one. And, I've seen a couple of videos from them saying like, oh, well, Ahsoka does this or Starkiller does that. And it works for them. Like, well, that's not real life. Those aren't real people. That, if it's choreographed, of course it's going to work out because it's fake. So find me someone who's real. And I was like, oh man, is there ever a reverse grip technique that works? Because I would love to troll them and have them try out some more reverse grip stuff because it's hilarious to watch. And so I sat there and 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 sat there, and I couldn't think of anything. So I decided to go play Fire Emblem instead. And that's when an epiphany came, when I was watching something on Fire Emblem. Okay, let me show you. You see him pull out the sword, and it looks like he's holding it normal, right? And then he goes in from an attack from below, and it looks like he's now holding the sword like this, in reverse grip. And I hadn't really paid that much attention to this before until, getting into all this reverse grip stuff that I think is hilarious. And I was like, that's interesting. I wonder if they drew inspiration from something. Let me show you the rising swallow technique, okay? They have a statue of this guy, Sasaki Kojiro. This guy's life is so interesting. It's like a movie. It's crazy. And this is back in a time when people just go around and duel each other to the death for funsies, okay? This is crazy, this time. And this guy ends up dying in a duel. Okay, hold on. Don't let that overshadow the fact that he may have been using reverse grip, okay? This guy was a successful and dangerous duelist. But the guy he was fighting, Miyamoto Musashi. Okay, I probably mispronounced all these names. These guys fight to the death, okay? Miyamoto wins. He wins in the most ridiculous way I've ever heard of. He shows up late to the duel. He doesn't even bring a sword. He carved a wood oar, and he brought an oar to the duel. It's insane, okay? So he kills this guy with a wood oar. This is like the coolest thing. It's insane. These guys deserve their own video. Just know, okay? So these are real people. They're real master duelists who have killed other people before and are highly regarded as being really good duelists, and they come to fight each other. Who we're gonna focus on is Sasaki. He apparently invented a technique called the rising swallow. We don't 100% know what this technique looks like. However, there are statues. If you look at this, you can see that one of his hands is in reverse grip. Apparently he was trained by someone who was a master short sword user. And so I guess pretty early on he realized, hey, having extra reach, big advantage in a fight. So he decides that he's going to train with longer swords. And so that's what he focuses on primarily. He develops this technique, the rising swallow. Apparently he discovered or created this technique while looking at these birds and their erratic patterns that apparently was very lethal, and he had some success using until he died in his last duel. But all the depictions of it show him like this. Here, let's see if we can get a different angle. But yes, you can see here that one of his hands is in reverse grip. And the idea apparently is to come up from below, and it's supposed to counter someone who's attacking from above. So I don't know if this works at all, but I just thought that this was really interesting. And that's the other thing too. If the opponent knows what you're doing, maybe it's not as effective, right? And that's the interesting thing about this time period. Each school of swordsmanship had sort of their own discipline, their own way of doing things, and they didn't really share information with the outside world. And so when you're going to go fight someone else, you don't exactly know what their bag of tricks looks like. So if you're going against someone who knows what you're trying to do here, I don't know if it does anything. And if you guys have extra time, you guys should learn about these people's lives because it is so interesting. Anyways, Sell Sword Arts. I have a reverse grip thing for you to try, and it's this thing right here. Try it out. These are real people. I'd be really curious to know if this works.